never star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The wrong falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alexander Johnson, the one to drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he returns this to the 22. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 22. On play action, Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Slot man moves right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup and run around 5. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Fields on 3rd down. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 7-7, our score after 1. Defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 43 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ballgame. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Fields throw on target to James. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
To throw, Cousins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Dillon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Got an open man finding Jefferson. He's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 28 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, Both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. James has got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A handoff for Herbert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And the Bears first down.
Back to throw. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now Herbert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run here with Herbert. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass at third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Meanwhile, Cousins throw there, taken in by Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Bears' 34-yard line.
Good route there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Reagor catches it left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Reagor, 34 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
They'll roll him out right.
He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
This is Herbert.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangwu now from his end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
First down, here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Cousins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On play action, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Again, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Play action now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack by Robert Quinn.
37-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Cousins to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? Right? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Devon Kennard charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Cousins. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears have just about sewn up this.
I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going.